Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, Who is Raphael Leraux, your resident rapper VTuber here. And today, I wanted to get back into my musical theater bag. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. With everything that has been going on in my personal life, being a full-time carer for family and stuff like that, I honestly just have not had the spoons to get back into reacting to a lot of the stuff that I have on my list. Like, I know I've got a whole grip of Team Starkist stuff that I gotta react to. I got Spies Are Forever and a bunch of other things that I've really been looking forward to checking out and I really want to check out, but I just have not had the motivation, the energy, or even just like the mental capacity to sit down and watch them. Like, every time I sit down, I look at the time and I just don't have the motivation to sit down and react to a 2 hour show or, to a long thing like that. I really want to get back into it. And so I figured I would dip my toes into reacting to musical theater stuff again by checking out The Warriors by Lin-Manuel Miranda and Issa Davis, which is based off of a movie from, I believe, 1979 that is like just extremely pivotal to me. It's extremely important to me. I found the movie, like, I first watched it when I was in high school, when I was deep into my Greek mythology thing, my whole hyperfixation with Greek mythology, the same way that I got really into the Odyssey, which of course Epic the Musical is based off of. And then you have, The Warriors, which basically is a, at the time, modern retelling of the Anabasis, which is another Greek mythology story about an army in enemy territory trying to get back to, their home turf. So it has its parallels in that sense. But like I said, I really love this movie. It's not a great movie. It is a B movie. It's got tons of schlock, very low budget, very iconic though. And when I say iconic, I mean, you definitely know references to The Warriors, even if you have never seen The Warriors a day in your life. You know the references. You have seen movies or shows or even video games recreate scenes from The Warriors, even if you have never seen the actual movie or read the book that it was based on, which honestly is even more brutal, more violent, really fantastic book. But yeah, you definitely know scenes from The Warriors. The bottles clanking on the fingers, Warriors come out and play. Like, that is so goddamn iconic. So many people have recreated that scene alone. You have the bus filled with gang members with bats and pieces of wood and all kinds of weaponry chasing down somebody that's running on foot. You have the radio personality that acts as a narrator, narrating the entire journey. I think American Dad did a whole last episode that was just The Warriors, where Steve and his whole crew, I believe they were like doing morning announcements or some shit like that, and things went awry. And so they had the whole school chasing after them. And it was basically just The Warriors. So like, so many things have taken inspiration from The Warriors in the same way that so many properties have taken the Akira slide, the motorcycle sliding scene from Akira, and recreated that. So many people have recreated iconic scenes from The Warriors or lines from The Warriors. So yeah, this, like I said, I'm a big fan. I'm already yapping and rambling on. We're not even talking about the goddamn movie. So let me get off of that real quick. But I'm excited to check out this concept album. I'm a little upset that it is not a full production. I really want it to be a movie. I would like for it to be a play. That would be dope. But I feel like it would be really good as a movie. I don't know about the soundtrack or anything, but it's Lin-Manuel Miranda, so I already know I'm going to fuck with it. Like, literally to this day, I think the only thing that Lin-Manuel Miranda has ever done that I genuinely hated was Peanuts to an Elephant. I hate that beat with a passion, and I still think that Lin owes me the fave for that, because that was a terrible listening experience. But I digress. I'm really excited to check out The Warriors. As y'all can see, I'm already in a weird headspace and not exactly my normal self, but hopefully this will bring me out of there. I couldn't find a lot of animatics for this. I was looking for a minute. All I could find was things that were very short, not the full track. So something would be like 50 seconds or 30 seconds of animatic for it. So I'm going to be bouncing between what few full length animatics I could find, and then the official lyric video that was released with the concept album. So forgive me for that. It might not be as visually interesting as I would like for it to be, but hopefully y'all still enjoy this. So without any further ado, because I've been yapping for a long ass time already, let's go ahead and check out The Warriors by Lin-Manuel Miranda and Issa Davis. Alrighty, so this first joint, I see that this was actually uploaded years before this project was even made, but they included it in the playlist. So we're gonna rock with this and see what this tribute animation is about by Beck Williams. So shout out Beck Williams. Ooh, I like that use of color on it. That transition was kind of fire. Okay, so they just following the beats of the story. I love the way that they're doing these transitions, like with the Wonder Wheel transitioning into the train and then seeing Cyrus get shot like that. That's crazy. And also one of the most iconic lines in all of movie history. I don't know a single person who, if you said, "Can you dig it?" would not immediately know at least the quote, even if they don't know the movie itself. Ooh, I love the way they're doing that with the DJ too. Okay, he's getting down with the visuals. This is so dope. I love the way this art style looks too. The art style really does feel very evocative of the film. Yo, these transitions are fucking insane. Oh my God. I know I keep pausing it, but this is actually blowing me away. If nothing else, bro is already mastering that transition effect. That one was tough. The spray paint going into the subway sign, that was fire. Okay, I rock with that. I love that they told the entire story of the movie and the visuals. That was brilliant. That was genius. This is definitely a really well done tribute animation. That was so dope.
People of New York, cruise up the city.
Oh, okay. All right, we getting into the actual Warriors concept album proper now. And it's interesting starting off because I'm assuming that's going to be the DJ voice that persists throughout the entire story. Because if you haven't seen the Warriors throughout the entire thing, instead of having like a narrator, you have what essentially feels like a disembodied voice. It's a woman speaking into the radio, telling the audience what's happening and what's about to happen next, acting as the narrator, but in universe it's the radio. So I'm assuming that that's what that voice is. Ooh, okay. The visuals are crazy. And I'm fucking with this beat. This beat goes hard. I love how they're incorporating that line into it.
People of New York, cruise up the city. Who rule this madness?
Okay, so that first one was only a minute of it. So this is the full track. Okay. I don't know if all of these songs are gonna be just a fraction of the actual song, or if they're gonna be the full thing then. I mean, I guess we'll see what we reacting to. Okay, yeah, this is so catchy though. Like just hearing it on the second run around, this is so fire.
This is the sound of something being born from the ashes of the bronze. The siren squeal in the car or horns across bronze.
Who is that? That sounds so familiar. That's hard. Miracles can happen when we travel in the dark. This is so fire, and I love the way that this verse, I'm guessing, representing the different boroughs. I'm thinking that that's what we're gonna be doing in this song, because he started off with saying he's representing the Bronx, and the entire premise of the Warriors is the different factions throughout New York coming together. I like the way that this verse summed up perfectly just like the mentality of everybody coming together before everything pops off in the story. Like just that excitement of getting ready to go to this once in a lifetime giant gathering of the heads of all of these different gangs. Like there was a lot of hope in that verse. You know what I'm saying? Like there's that little, a little bit of swag, a little bit of braggadocio in it, but it felt like it's very anticipatory. I'm digging it, and the voice sound is so familiar, but I cannot put my finger on it. I feel like that's like a real rapper. Like, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, as if, the actors and voice actors wouldn't be real rappers, but I mean, like, it sounds like somebody whose primary career is hip hop. I just cannot put my finger on whose voice that is. I love that Miracles Can Happen joint too. This is such a vibe, man. Okay, I know that goddamn voice anywhere. That I know Nasty Nas when I hear Nas, man. I know that voice immediately. And yeah, so I was right. It's the different boroughs coming together, because we had Bronx with the first dude whose name escapes me at the moment. Now we got Nas representing Queens. That's dope. Cause you could do 99 things right. Meet the raw cop at night and it's back on sight. You did. Oh my God. I love this theme of ending it on a repetition and on such a heavy line too. Like the first one was the anticipation of the big things that you can do at night. And then with Nas's, it's you meet the wrong cop at night and it's black on sight. Like, it's the danger aspect of it as well. I love that. And there's a good juxtaposition of those two. Oh yeah, this is so hard. What the fuck? Okay, I fuck with this. This sound like Cameron. This sound like Killer Cam. I'm just waiting on bro to say he get computers puking and shit. Like, I love this idea of the different boroughs having a representative, man.
Bible says to do them as you have them do one to, but survival all depends upon the corner you run to. Survival all depends upon the corner you run to.
Yeah, this theme of ending on these hard repetitions. Survival all depends on the corner you run to, meet the wrong cop at night, and it's black on sight. And damn, what was the other one? The first one. Damn, I'm too caught up on this, man. I'm having fun with this. This is exactly what I needed. Okay, he just said his name. My guy said, fuck the theme, fuck the premise. It's Ghostface from Shaolin. I mean, you can always count on Ghostface to just be doing whatever the fuck Ghostface Killer wants to do. And we got... Okay, I love the fact that Ghost and RZA split the verse. That was really dope, and that just feels like a very Wu-Tang thing to do. Yeah, I'm digging this so much. And then we're emphasizing the travel aspect of the story now, taking a boat to a train to another train. We're emphasizing this journey that we're going to be going on now. And I like that all of these things that they're emphasizing are different aspects of this story. This has no business being this damn hard. And Busted too. What the hell is this cast? And ending it on the clap your hands if you're ready to meet the Warriors. Hell yeah. I love how this just feels like such a natural continuation to all of the boroughs calling themselves out and shouting themselves out. And then you have the Warriors, you know, much smaller scale, just kind of announcing themselves, like trying to be on that same playing field as everybody else. I love this. I love what they're doing with this because it is exactly what would be going through their minds. Like you have Cleon, which is the, you know, the leader of the Warriors, so just enamored with the idea of what Cyrus is doing by bringing all of the gangs in the city together. But then the rest of the gang being a little bit more realistic and a little less, you know, captivated by Cyrus's whole just presence, bringing on those real fears and those real doubts and those real worries that, like, we have been scrapping with all these other gangs. We've been getting into all of these violent altercations with all of these other people that we are surrounding ourselves with. Like, there is a very real chance that if one person decides they not down with the truce, then everybody is not down with the truce. And now everybody is all together. It could be, you know, it could be a real big brawl. You know, so I like that they are really including what's going on in everybody's heads in showing those different viewpoints of this situation, of this big meeting. And I also find it kind of difficult to separate this situation from what really happened with, like, the pop out on Juneteenth with Kendrick Lamar, where he had all these different rival gangs in the same building, all under the name of unity. No altercations, no fights, no pops offs. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing popping off. It was all just for one moment, a truce in that building, which was a beautiful thing to see and a beautiful thing to witness, and so impactful and so big for the culture. You know, so like I'm seeing the parallel in, you know, what Cyrus is trying to do and what actually was able to be accomplished. Like it wasn't a permanent thing. It wasn't a, you know, forever truce or anything. It was just for that moment, just for a couple hours, but it happened and it was powerful, you know, and it's really dope seeing the different perspectives of the people going into that situation right here. Like it's really cool flow that those internal rhymes coming in with it and ending it off like that's, oh my god, that was so fire. Just ending it on, and we unify all of NY, we run the night, is the whole concept of all of the gangs joining to become one super gang. Like that is so dope. And as y'all can tell, this video is hella scuffed already because I started with that playlist that I didn't realize was not complete. So I did already react to the Warrior Cypher, the next track, without realizing that that came after this. So I'm gonna just play my reaction to that. I'm gonna just drop that in. Just know I had no context of the song coming in before that. Okay, hold up, chill, bro. Oh my god, that first joint was crazy. What the hell kind of opening number was that? That definitely gave me Hamilton vibes in the same way that the opening number in Hamilton tells you the whole story, gives you such an energetic start. Like you just hype off of it right off the bat. And this joint Survive the Night really did that job well. And I love the fact that it still feels like New York hip hop. Like it had that raw, aggressive feel to the beat that just pumped the energy into it. It was hype without trying to be hype or trying to sound hype. It was very subdued, very subtle, but still had that driving energy. The drums were really carrying a lot of the weight on the energy there. And then just the features, that was insane. That was a crazy posse cut. That lineup was wild. This is definitely going on a workout playlist because that shit got me so hyped. All right, let's get into this next one. Warrior Cypher. Okay.
Warrior, show what you got. I'm Cochise. Oh, please, you know my style. I'm always ready with the verses and the versatile.
Okay. First off, I love the idea that this sounds like some shit that you would have in the late 70s, early 80s. Like that type of just old school rap flow, which I feel like is just Lin-Manuel Miranda's bag. Like he is at his best when he is channeling old school hip hop. I love the beat just being beatboxing. Like it really does feel like an old school cypher just on the block. I'm digging this. This has a very throwback feel to it.
They call me cowgirl because I like to ride. Hey, yo, I think you're on an honesty like
okay, that's fine.
Because I'm the youngest and the prettiest. They call me Fox. Cleon, shot the moon, coat, cock the sun.
Okay.
And I'm sick of running off at the mouth. I got 2 F's for y'all. Fuck around, find out.
Rembrandt, and I'm not afraid of elbow grease. Tagging every city surface with my masterpiece.
But swans in your corner if that shit goes down. Let's go.
Warrior, show what you got.
Okay, I like that. It really does a good job at introducing you to who the characters are. It honestly gets their personalities out pretty well. Granted, in the original movie, they're not very fleshed out as it is, so it doesn't take much to get their personality across. But this did a good job of it. I like that because you feel that rebelliousness. Like you have to remember, like in the story, these kids are like supposed to be like little. These are some like 13 to 15-year-old kids. You know what I'm saying? They're children. So I like that it has that rebellious nature to it, and it has that energy and a very like youthful exuberance to it that is really coming across well so far. Like that was dope. That was a cool little cipher. Okay, we got a couple doubles, it seems. Fuck it, I'm gonna listen to it again. This low key reminded me of JJ Fad. Yeah, that's just a really fun short track.
Yeah, right. Refs.
I love this, like just in the chant and then the way that the drums sound in this. I love this like militaristic feel that it has. Like, if you've seen the movie, you know that Cyrus's gang really operates like a military. So I love, you know, that make way for Cyrus. Ooh, hold up, because I love this horns doing the rhythm of the can you dig it? It feels like the dun 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 da da, that can you dig suckers, like that's what it feels like. I like that touch. That's really dope. But what I was saying is I like how it feels so militaristic. It feels like an army with the percussion. Like it feels like boots stomping on the ground, because Cyrus and his gang, the Riffs, had that very heavily military influenced vibe to them, which is what made them feel so powerful, aside from the fact that they were just a massive gang. But I like the way that they're incorporating these very small elements into it. This beat is hard, man.
Can you count suckers?
Hold up, I gotta look this up because it sounds too familiar. Who the hell is this? How did this dude get Lauryn Hill? I knew that voice. How the hell you get? She don't even show up to Lauryn Hill shows, but she gonna show up in the studio for this. That's fire.
Future is yours if you can count. Can you dig it?
That is a wild casting choice for Cyrus, but I fuck with it.
Right by the Van Cortlandt Range.
And naming out the gangs just like
Street boys by the Turnbull.
almost basically line for line the way that Cyrus was pointing out the rival gangs standing next to each other. Hell yeah. I like how faithful they're being so far. Like there is so much influence being taken from very, very small scenes and very small details from the movie. But I love the fact that we're using words, like actual dialogue from Cyrus's speech in here. Wasting no, but yes. I'm sorry, I'm being a big fucking nerd right now. But this is getting me excited. I fuck with this so hard, man. Like y'all legitimately cannot see how big I'm smiling right now, but I am cheesing like crazy because of how much this is just like giving me life as a massive fan of the Warriors. Like this is such a dope adaptation already. Just I can tell it's going to be fire the rest of the way here because of how much love they're showing just the first like 5 minutes of the movie.
We are never backing down, and there's only
20,000, yes.
in this whole damn town. Can you dig it?
I love the way they're pulling off the "Can you dig it" too, because his delivery of the line was so melodic. It felt crazy and over the top because that was Cyrus' personality. You know what I'm saying? That was his presence. He was like a cult-like figure. And so his speech was very melodic. So I love the way that she's singing the "Can you dig it?" That's oh, this rhythm is fire. Hold on, what the fuck was that? I hate the way they layered the vocal. That's so distracting. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. That's an engineering problem. I don't know why they did that. That's so distracting. Like it immediately ripped me out of the song. God damn. What they should have done is had that doubled lyric lower a little bit in the mix. That way it's not competing directly with the main vocal, because what it did is it muddied it up for me and completely took me out of just vibing with it. This is such a fire song though. But yeah, that one little mixing choice was a little weird. This is so fire though. She is absolutely bodying this performance. She is singing the hell out of this, man.
Nobody. You are brothers and sisters now, and anywhere you go, you are all free.
Can you dig it? Every single Can You Dig It is making me nervous though, because we're getting close to the end of her speech, and that's making me nervous because she is doing the damn thing with this performance, man.
We're only divided by two. Can you dig it? Do you count? Do you count? Can you dig it?
Oof. I love how abrupt that ending was, because that's how it felt originally, like just mid Can You Dig It? You know, that shot right to the chest. I love that we hear the gun cocking back too, like we're right there next to him, which of course is where Cleon is at in the whole context of the story. Yeah, this is so dope. And then that ring, you know, being right next to the barrel when it fired. Damn.
I was on a train that derailed in DeKalb. Just a kid, but I remember the sound of it all breaking down as we all went down. Back in present day, I see a face in the crowd. There's a gun and he's pulling it.
I feel like starting with that little flashback memory kind of made it feel a bit disconnected. I feel like that wasn't entirely necessary to add that in, because it didn't really add much to what we're doing. I feel like starting off right here would have been much more powerful.
When the murderer turns to me and he sees what I've seen.
Okay, this has Lin-Manuel Miranda's fingerprints all over it. He has a very specific how can I say that? He has a very specific flow that he really, really likes to use. And this feels very Hamilton, just the way that it's written, just this part specifically.
And he screams, "Here was the warriors, the warriors!"
Oh, the voice is so on point.
No, I didn't do this. I never do this. The warriors saved from the.
Yeah, the voice is so on point for that crazy ass dude. Oh my god, he has nailed that. Like, I don't know if that's like how he sounds or if that's an impression that he's doing, but he really got that like psychotic grit in his voice. I could feel him getting unhinged very easily. Like, he sounds still fairly put together right now, but you could hear it in his voice that he has that potential to really snap. I love that.
The warriors outside my ground. Look around, I'm surrounded. I drown in the shots and the shouts as the world falls down. Warriors.
I love this energy. In the context of the movie, this is where the gangs are all scattering. Like, you heard the gunshot and the entire crowd of thousands of people is just rushing everywhere. Like, you know that scene in Black Friday, the really well choreographed mall like riot scene when they're all fighting in the toy store for the Wiggly doll? It's that on a much larger scale. Just crazy, manic, running everybody in different directions and using the instrumentation and the little bit of quicker pace in here to evoke that same energy is brilliant. And then the chanting in the background, it feels so chaotic. And then it gets more hype when the cops get there. Hell yeah. Including it right now is crazy, but I love that callback. Well, not even a callback. Call forward, I guess. To a scene at the end. Oh yeah, they absolutely embodied this whole scene. I didn't, like I said before, I didn't feel like that very first part of the verse was necessary. The flashback to previous train crash, it felt like it was there for word count, like just killing time to get to the story. It didn't feel necessary. But aside from that one very short part in the very beginning, this was amazing. I love the energy and the chaos in it. Everybody screaming in the background. And then once the police got there, it got even more intense and chaotic. And I love the use of the sound effects in the background, like the police sirens and the helicopters. Like you hear it very, you hear it adding to the chaos that's already there. Like it's really well done. All right, this next one has an animatic to it.
Everybody down.
Oh shit, you alright?
Yeah. Shh, everybody quiet.
We gotta go back and find her.
With the cops on every corner.
No, Cleon's the best of us. She should have made it out.
She believes.
Okay, I like the way that they're doing the dialogue with this. This is really dope. And you can feel that fear in them. Like they're not terrified, but they're shook up by what just happened. They're very confused about the whole situation. I really like that. I like the way that this feels very lost. Because again, they're kids. They're kids who are just scared and confused about what all even just happened.
You still on?
It must be 50 miles to get back.
Shit. What are we gonna do? We get back home alive. When the night goes sideways, get back home alive. If the night divides us, meet back up in Union Square. We'll regroup and we'll prepare to get back home alive.
Good for Swan, but Cleon probably died tonight.
Don't say that.
So make you move,
And I intend to survive tonight.
so make you move or fall in line.
Come on, Ajax.
We gotta stick together.
I love how somber this feels. They're doing a really good job with the dialogue here of them just going back and forth trying to figure out what the next move is. But yeah, like this has such a depressing low feel, especially coming after so much energy the entire beginning of the show, and just that rapid halt, like you just hit a brick wall. Everything just fell apart out of nowhere. I love this very dramatic change in tone immediately, because it really shows how thrown off they all are.
Make a mark and let them know that we were here tonight. And we'll live to see tomorrow if we just survive the night. Get back home alive.
Come on, come on.
I love what they did right there, showing like all of the stuff that they gotta face later on. Okay, that was dope.
Got a word on the waves breaking from the station.
Yes, we got our narrator. I love it.
We in a condition. Truth is broken. Peace meeting go heavy. And Cyrus, the one and only, dead to the world. The rain it fall and vengeance on the rise. Little Coney Island crew, they coming for you.
El mundo te mata la esperanza.
Ooh.
El mundo te mata la esperanza. Imagina una guagua de escuela lleno de tipos armados, un montón de boricuas.
Okay, I was not expecting the Spanish vibes on this, because I mean it makes sense considering we are doing gangs in New York. It would be a lot more multicultural than, a movie from the 70s would would lead you to believe. I love that concept of just having different cultural music thrown in there, and I hope it continues like that. Like I hope we get a little more representation of cultures in New York. Yeah, this is fire though.
The Bronx alive. The songs in my life.
Okay, this whole thing of him like explaining what happened, and of course the Warriors, they ain't have no idea what the fuck he's talking about, most likely. But yeah, him basically saying that they warriors are the ones who took out Cyrus, and so they're not going to be allowed to make it out of the Bronx after this. This is so fire. It's hella catchy. Like, this actually feels like something I could throw on at a key saying motherfuckers will be on the dance floor. Yeah, see, the Warriors don't understand what they're saying, so they have no idea that it's not that the truce is broken by the Turnbull ACs, it's that everybody believes that the Warriors took out Cyrus. So I love that they're lost on it. And the iconic scene of them all on the bus with the bats and everything, chasing them while they're on foot. And the Warriors making a break for it and running up onto the platform.
3, 2, 1, run!
Oh, that's brilliant. And this is a part where the bus is right behind them. Hell yeah. Yeah, see, if they understood Spanish, they would know exactly what the situation was. Oh, this is so hard.
Stand clear of the closing doors. You fucking slowpoke!
And of course, they talk their shit once they're free. I love that too, man. The world kills your hope. Like they're putting it on them. They're putting it out into the universe. Like you're not gonna make it through the night. Like every little bit of positivity that you see, every little bit of hope that you hold out on for the rest of the night, like it's going to fall through. Like it feels almost as if they're putting a curse on their names. Like they're telling them, they're saying to the world, like, let everything that you have hope for and believe in for the rest of the night, like let everything fall and crumble at your fingers. Like I love the idea of this being like what they're yelling as they left. Yeah, this was so hard. Oh my God. It's banger after banger already, man. This is crazy. Okay. I love that the subway bell, that little chirp sound, is just somebody saying ding dong. That's hilarious to me.
Well, why are we leaving?
Yeah, and they out of breath now that they're on the train safe.
Treat you like the mayor up here.
I think you pissed yourself running from Hector Leraux.
Not Hector Leraux.
Oh, feels good to me.
What, the rain?
Getting out of the Bronx. You weren't supposed to bring any liquor. You aren't supposed to drink on duty, period.
Well, we are leaving the Bronx alive.
Hey! We could have stomped him.
See, like one of the main criticisms that I've seen people have with the Warriors, like the movie, is the fact that a lot of their choices seem very dumb. You know, like a lot of problems could be solved if they just acted differently or made different choices. And that's when I feel like it is important to remember again, like these are supposed to be 13 to like 15-year-olds. I think the oldest one is 15 or 16 years old. That's the oldest one in the group. They are very young, so that's where a lot of the dumb choices come into play. So I know I keep mentioning their ages, but I feel like it's very important because it's easy to forget that these are young teenagers. Like these are freshly teenagers going through all of this stuff.
Nice tag, Rembrandt. Let them know the Warriors were here. Yeah, fly back home.
When we get there, that's when we've made it.
Oh, hey, no sweat, War Chief.
She's afraid she'll get taken out like Cleon.
Hey, I found
Too soon,
nigga.
The fuck?
Figure out how many stops to Union Square.
Oh, come on, that's high math for Rembrandt. Shit, this train's had it. Is that a track sign? This is fucking wild.
What the shit are we gonna do? Oh,
Yeah, they're starting to see all of the rioting going around town while everybody's looking for the Warriors.
Yeah, how are you? Thought I'd call and check in. Yeah, this girl Cyrus had that, accident.
I love the voice, man.
Somebody should pick their ass up.
Yeah, he has such a perfect villain voice.
They want him alive. We don't.
As soon as somebody grabs them, the better.
You worried the Warriors are gonna shoot their mouths off before they get racked?
Yeah, right. I'm worried. I just don't want the Riffs down on my ass.
They're looking for the Warriors, remember? Can't you see? I'm having a good time.
Okay.
Every stop on the map is a Pac-Man done, and you dig it, we'll dig a plot.
Okay. Okay, that was a fire line. Can you dig it? We'll dig her a plot. That's crazy. Okay, I love the voice and the intensity. Like, bro 100% is encapsulating that character so well, because it was all just pure, like, old school movie villain, just chaos for the sake of chaos, evil motherfucker. And he is embodying that, like, crazy personality so well.
Play the game, spend every goddamn quarter. Wow.
I love the idea of him being so chaotic, and I love the idea of him being so chaotic, and then his music being a very aggressive, like, metal influenced vibe.
Hunting them down. They're going down. We're going down. Nowhere but to.
Ooh, I love it. I love the growl.
Just so easy. Some kids built with blocks. More fun to knock them over.
And that is the entire crux of his character. Some kids like to build with blocks. It's more fun to knock them over. Like I said, he is just an old school villain. It's not about having a message. It's not about having a point or a purpose. He doesn't care about what the unifying of all of these gangs could accomplish or could do. He just wants chaos because he is a chaotic person. I love this. They're really getting into this character. Ooh, I love this little bridge. That's beautiful.
One match, don't be scared. You just might watch the world burn. And if some other gang gets the drop, we will be there and ready to
I love this, and just going through the entire plan of, like, wanting to get everybody set up, wanting everybody else to create this chaos for him. And if anybody gets to the Warriors first, make sure that they kill them, or make sure that he kills them, so nobody can expose the fact that he was the one that actually did it. I love how evil he feels, man. Yeah, he just wants to see the results himself. Oof. Okay, that was amazing. That was so fire. Yeah, this is just banger after banger, man. Damn.
Scowling faces on the rooftops. I count 30, maybe 40. The orphans, the other crews don't love them.
I love how
we can take these women, maybe.
when one thing I can say, like the whole scene with the orphans and the character that's going to be coming up pretty soon. I'm pretty sure if they didn't remove her, but I mean, she was a prominent character, not an important character because she barely had a character. Her entire character is a woman, like a lot of movies at that time. But I don't know if they're going to expand on her character. I really hope so, because that whole dynamic with her and I believe it was Swan was weird and just very poorly written. But I love this whole scene that's coming up right now. This is actually one of my favorite scenes of the movie and the book. Well, this scene coming up is like actually one of my favorite scenes of the movie. I'm hyped for this. I'm hyped to see what's about to come up, man.
And here comes the leader.
Looks crazy. What is this, a late night cosmetology class?
Fucking ska. Oh god, that caught me off guard because, yeah, ska. The orphans are definitely the ska of this group. Oh my god, that is so funny to me. I was not expecting ska to make an appearance, but if it was any group, it would be the orphans. They are a gang that just wants so desperately to be taken seriously, but they kind of have a little bit of a goofy vibe to them. So, so the ska vibe coming up is just so funny to me. Now, I fuck with ska, but that's funny, man.
You get across our lawn with your colors on.
Easy, easy, we are only passing through. On our way downtown from the meeting in the boogie down. We've got no beef with you.
What meeting? Do you think we're not big time?
2, 3, 4.
Orphans rise. We gotta rep as heavy as the whole West.
It's just the idea of trying to sound tough and intimidating, and they have these like little nasally voice and little plinky little upbeat reggae inspired like ska vibes. It's like very not intimidating. Yeah, we totally would have been there, but we chose not to invite ourselves. I love this harmony. Yeah, I love the harmony there. And this is where we are seeing a difference in what the gender role can do, because they soften their voice and made it more melodic, and they're playing up this like girlish charm almost. Like they're making themselves very small and making themselves sound very defenseless, which I love. I think is brilliant, and it is a really good use of the gender swap.
Well, as long as you come in peace, I can vouch for your safety.
I love how soft they're making themselves sound.
Protection to those we know. We're compassionate bros.
We're compassionate bros. Yeah. That is the very tough gang that is allowing you to pass by. We're just compassionate bros. I do like that they kept the clucking. I'm about to run this back a little bit because I love that they kept Mercy's clucking, this instigating ass character.
Compassionate bros. Mercy.
Quit playing, Mercy.
Who is that? I don't know, but
Yeah, she's killing the clucking though. I like that bass line on there too. Like they just instantly gave it so much soul.
Oh, you talk the talk with your hand on your cock.
Okay, that one got me. That was a good one. It feels like such a dad joke, but that actually got me a little bit.
You let them walk through your turf like you're nothing but
Yeah, just instigating for no damn reason.
they bat their eyelashes and you turn a mess. Damn your brain damage. These damsels are not in distress.
Okay, I like that Mercy is calling them on this. And like I said, it's that flip with the gender swap where they are making themselves seem very small and defenseless in order to gain passage. And she's calling them on it. She's like, you know, they bat their eyelashes. These damsels are not in distress. Like, they don't need your help, or they don't need you protecting them. Like, they are still a rival gang that's on your turf while wearing their colors. Like, in this universe, like, that is the biggest disrespect. It should be on sight. But because they spoke to you softly and batted their eyelashes and look real cute and sweet, you're just gonna let them disrespect you by crossing your turf while still wearing their colors. I love that she's calling them on it.
Give me one. What did I fucking stutter? You can get another one. Why don't you give me one? I don't want a new one. No, I want the best off for you. No tree. I'm losing my cool. You ain't never once been cool.
That call out.
Take off your color.
Yeah, she got them to switch up with their instigating.
It doesn't mean we're at war.
Or we gotta rain down on you from the rooftops.
Fuck you.
Orphans, round up.
He's so not intimidating. It sounds like some shit out of West Side Story. Like, he does not sound tough. Yeah, this is such a vibe, man. This is a bop. I love that. I love the way that it just ended abruptly because they realized that they had the cocktail and they were about to burn the whole block down. I really, really dig this song. This is really fun. The way that they did it, the way they executed it was really fun. And I do like what they're doing with Mercy. She's still very much a one-note character, but I feel like you got to blame the source material more than anything. But right now she does feel very like she is only there to instigate and start problems, which it works. Like, the actress absolutely killed it. And her voice is amazing. Yeah, this is really dope. I am having so much fun with this project, man. I didn't expect it to be this much fun. Oh, hold up. We got an animatic for that.
Chickens.
Okay, yeah. The piano here again feels very lame.
Orphans scattered like chickens. Hi, look at these women.
She sounds beautiful, man.
Out of bucks to get women. Blowing up the night, glowing in the light, women. I wanna go to the place where you're going.
Okay, I like what they're doing here. It's very hard for me to not compare this to Burn, because it sounds very reminiscent to Burn from Hamilton for me. I don't want to compare them, but it's just something that I cannot escape. Like, it sounds so much like it to me, or not necessarily sounds like it, but it reminds me of it a lot. That said, I do like they're adding more emotion to Mercy. I literally was just saying that she still felt very one note. And this is not something that I would knock Lynn and Issa Davis for doing, but because it was in the source material, that very abrupt switch from antagonizing the Warriors to wanting to attach herself to the Warriors after they completely fucked up the orphans. It's just as weird and abrupt as the original movie, where it feels like it's supposed to happen, so it happens, but there isn't really much making that change in her outlook make sense.
I'm born and raised on this corner of nowhere. Can I hold my head high? I'll leave behind desolation. Just call me Mercy and take me away. Oh,
she sounds so beautiful. And I like what they're doing, adding a little more to her, like showing that she's been on the block her whole life. She's the reason that she's so rough around the edges and all of that is because she grew up in the street. She is a product of her environment. But she is seeing that the Warriors were able to keep their composure and make it through this very tense situation where they very much could have lost their lives. They could have gotten beat down if, you know, the orphans were like a real gang, you know. But she's seeing that they handled their business, they handled themselves, and then they just kept it pushing. They kept their composure, and she is longing for that kind of influence and connection that the Warriors have with one another. And so, like, I understand that, but it also still feels like there is a middle part that we're missing that made her change this outlook.
The train meets the station. I'll ride all night till the day comes. Take me away.
Sing that shit though. Okay, I really like that. That was a very beautiful song. Her singing is amazing, and she really carried that. But yeah, I still have my gripe with the story element of it, but again, this is something that's in the source material, so I can't really fault them too much. But I do wish that they had added like a catalyst for why she has that sudden change of perspective, where it's going from orphans, y'all are chickens because you're letting the Warriors walk on your turf, to, oh my God, the Warriors, I just wish I could be one of you. You know, like, I wish that they had added at least something in between there, because it feels like we're missing a song or at least a verse to let us know why her perspective changed, other than the fact that the Warriors were just very badass in that moment. But that was dope, though. I like that. Let's go ahead and check the next one, which I believe is Still Breathing, and we have an automatic for that one too, right? Let me check the track list. Call Me Mercy, Still Breathing. Okay.
Yeah, right.
You're lucky you're still alive. Cyrus unified a city in discrete pieces. Cyrus was the one and only, the streets Jesus.
Our only leaders leading us to the warriors. Who are the warriors? Cleon, wake the fuck up and tell me what your story is. Watch what you say. May our Savior forgive me, but it's deicide and we decided you get to live, see?
I know you can hear me. Cleon, you in a pickle.
Okay, I love, first off, the very low, raspy voice is fucking everything. Oh my God. It is doing some things in my headphones right now. Aside from that, though, aside from that little bit of it that got me a little tongue tied right now. Aside from that, I'm really digging this, like this whole almost like interrogation from the Rift's point of view. Now that, you know, considering that they have Cleon right there and they believe that Cleon is the one who pulled the trigger, or at the very least made the call to kill Cyrus. I love this whole interrogation vibe that we got.
Start talking right now.
I'm not your Judas. I didn't do this. Cut me and kill me and riddle my body with bruises. That's what the truth is.
So tell me the truth, man.
The truth is, you have me confused with my accusers. I swear that we came all the way from Coney to see the one and only do it.
So where's the rest of your crew then?
No fucking idea, man.
Yeah, see, Cleon was the one that was the most hype for the unity, and the one that really believed in Cyrus the most. So for her being accused as the one that killed Cyrus and killed his dream, yeah, that's crazy. But I love this flow, this little like kind of chopping a little bit, like they're killing it.
No fucking idea, man. Come on, let me be and set me free and let me see again. Gun, where is the gun? If I am guilty, then where is my gun? You gonna kill me? Have it done? You know the warrior's still on the run. But who are we kidding? If you knew I did it, you wouldn't be sitting here beating up women. You lose the momentum, but you let me live and you didn't. So if you would listen a minute, what do you do when they kill everything you believe in? Can I be him? What do you do when they kill everything you believe in? You lean in.
Okay, I love everything about this. Like it's not giving me as many places to pause, so I'm having a little bit of trouble because it's just rapid. I like the way that the dialogue feels here because it does feel very natural, but in the same respect, like they are really just killing it with the musicality here because this feels like just like if you're not listening to the words, this feels like just a straight up hip hop joint. Like I'm digging it. I'm digging the chopping. The way that they're speeding it up and stacking those syllables on each other like that is really dope. Especially that small little section where Cleon had that realization and got a little more energetic. And that gun, where is my gun? If I am guilty, then where is my gun? I think that's what she said. Yeah, like that part. Like I like the way that it felt very organic. Like, oh shit, you know what? That's a good point. You said that I have the gun. Well, let me, tell me. Well, where is it then? Like it felt very natural. Like she would get hype about that because that's like the big, you don't have proof. You have the word of the guy who actually did it. So like I'm digging the way that they're doing.
What do you do when they kill everything you believe in? Give it meaning. What do you do when they kill everything you believe in? You grieve and you keep breathing. You keep believing.
Okay, I like that. What do you do when they kill everything you believe in? You grieve. And what is it? You grieve and you keep believing, I think she said. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, this is so hard, man. I like that. Okay, yeah, that's so fire.
Who is this? Damn. Watch out.
Oh, hold up. I was not expecting. Oh, fuck. Oh, I just bit the hell out of my tongue. Oh, shit. Tonight is so fucking scuffed. Oh, my God. Ah. Okay, I'm bleeding. Oh, shit. Okay. Fun little lore fact about me. So, a while back, a lot of y'all already know this that have been following me for a minute, but a while back I got stabbed in the jaw at a concert, and the blade went through my jaw and through the gums, and so because of the damage, I have a lot of problems with my jaw still. Like my jaw locks on me. It's actually the reason that I don't rap fast anymore, because I used to rap really fast. But my jaw locks on me now, so I had to change the way that I rap. I have a little bit of a lisp because of the damage to my tongue. But one of the lasting side effects is that I occasionally just have random ass spasms in my jaw, where my jaw just randomly snaps shut, which can be very difficult in certain situations. But that's what happened right now, where I was in the middle of talking and my jaw spasmed and snapped shut on me while I was talking, and I just bit the hell out of my tongue, and it is bleeding a decent amount. So I am gonna have to call it a wrap for tonight and finish this off tomorrow at some point, hopefully tomorrow. Oh my God, I'm in so much pain. I need to go wash my mouth out and try to recover. But sorry about that. I will get back to this. But what I was saying is, I was not expecting the ballroom vibes. I am very hype and I'm pissed off that I have to stop right now, but I'm in extreme amount of pain. So I will get back to y'all tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow's recording will be much less scuffed.
One day later.
All right, we are back now Let's try this again. Hopefully there's no more issues or hiccups or anything like that. So let's go ahead and just jump right back in. This is Quiet Girls from the Warriors musical album.
Who is this?
Oh, that's right. It started off like hard. I forgot about that.
Get off the train, get off the train. The world's on fire and there ain't no rain. Go! If it isn't the Warriors, little baby murderers. If it isn't the Warriors, little lady murderers.
Okay, so I find it really, really interesting because the hurricanes in the movie definitely were not giving, you know, they were not giving ballroom very much. They were like just your generic like Spanish gang. I think the hurricanes were the Spanish ones that just looked like regular like pimps and street dudes. So it's funny that they switched them into being more of a ballroom scene thing, which would, you know, it definitely has more of a contemporary feel. But yeah, that's kind of amusing that they kept the hurricanes, but then completely just switched up what kind of gang they were to make it a little more modern.
How do we address our guests in their doo-doo shit brown vest?
Not the doo-doo brown vest. That's foul. Why you gotta violate like that?
Mother must be so distressed. Check, is this Michael? Why'd you kill our icon?
My mother wasn't much, but she taught me just enough not to be afraid of any motherfuckers on stage. Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Okay, first off, Mercy being the one that just immediately pops off and instigates again. Like, why are you here and you're doing the same thing still? But just the idea of a group of gang members coming up trying to be intimidating, but they're on roller skates is funny to me. But also, like, some of the hardest dudes that I know are drag queens and real heavy in the ballroom scene. So, like, I know a lot of these dudes can scrap. A lot of these dudes can really throw down. So, like, yeah, they would be some people you don't really wanna encounter if they out here on that gang stuff, you know. But it's just a funny visual now, just picturing bro saying all of this on some roller skates.
You gonna let the Ringling Brothers pop wheelies around us and read us to pieces? They took Cleon, our leader, now leave us alone. We didn't kill Cyrus, we're trying to get home.
Were you ever gonna tell someone? Or can you only run? Running makes you look guilty. Every crew in the city assumes that you're guilty.
Valid point. But at the same time, if everybody's just trying to kill them, you can't expect them to not run. Like, y'all are actively trying to attack them. You can't sit here and say, well, running makes you look guilty. That's kind of stupid. Like, there's some weird logic right there. She called on the Ringling Brothers, though. She called these dudes a circus act.
God, you look filthy, dirty, chronic, salty, silty. Got something to say, let them know. If you bout something, let it show. Cause quiet girls don't make it home.
This hook is so catchy, man.
Quiet girls don't make it home. Quiet. Shh. Now learn something.
Here goes that damn bell again. That's killing me. Yo, that little ding dong joint is getting me every time. But it fits so well in this song.
We won't be ignored this evening. Girl, I was just like you, thinking what did I do to deserve this hate? Girl, you give
okay.
me deja vu when you shake like you won't survive this state. A street family's an arc of life, but folks go missing in the park at night.
Ooh, okay. That verse was actually really, really solid. As short as it was, there was so much character just in that little bit. Bro said he's relating to them because he sees himself when he was younger in these girls, you know, running alone in the dark, all filled with danger. He's saying people go missing in the park. Like there's this version of New York in this universe is so just insanely dangerous because of the amount of violent gangs that are everywhere. Like at every turn on every block, there's violent gang members. So he's saying, like, I relate to what you're going through, you know, because I was like you. I was small, I was frail, I was innocent, and you know, the city turned him into what he is now, which is a very camp monster who is doing what he used to run away from. That's actually a really, really dope verse that gave us a lot about the character without really needing to. And the notes in the background, oh my God, sing it.
Make it known. Quiet girls don't make it home. Quiet. Now learn something. Go on, get.
Ooh, I love adding that little. I love the addition of that little like old school like 80s breaking vocal effect into it. That really, really brings it back to the core origins of hip hop in New York. I love that addition. That is showing a lot of faithfulness to the origins of hip hop, which, despite all of the, you know, hyper masculinity or machismo or whatever, you know, that hip hop is known for, it would not have grown nearly as much as it did in the early days if it was not for these gay clubs and these performers who were out here popping and locking with the best of them, who were out here really embracing the art form and the craft and the music and the parties. Because if we're being real, like the party scene was, and to a lot of, you know, to a big extent still is, very much dominated and controlled by the taste of the gay community. You know what I'm saying? Drag queens, all my folks out there in the ballroom, seems like they are the tastemakers a majority of the time. And if they hadn't embraced hip hop the way that they did early on, a lot of it would not have caught on in the parties. A lot of it would not have caught on in these big block parties in order to make it the phenomenon that it became. So I love that little bit of a touch that seems insignificant, but has so much history just in the particular instrumentation that's being chosen right there. Like, that's so brilliant.
Stand up for you ain't yours. Stand clear of the closing door.
Okay. I love that ending too. Okay, this song I'm 100% running back multiple times. This is probably also going on a workout playlist. This is so hype. And I am going to have that Quiet Girls Don't Make It Home part just stuck in my head for so long. I already know. I ain't even mad at it because it just goes so hard. This is definitely a top contender for favorite songs off this project so far.
Roll call. Cochise. Cowgirl. When they said quiet girls, they looked right at me. Ajax.
Rembrandt,
Swan. Fox. And I won't let you down. Mercy.
What? Rembrandt, Swan.
That what with Mercy, man. Yeah, I completely feel it. I don't know why she's still hanging around. I would not be cool with it either. I'd be very confused.
I am starving. Drinks for 50 cents.
So now this chick's in the gang like
Yeah, that's a weird thing to just let her come along.
Find another train.
quit dodging the
Let's
question.
get home alive. I want so.
I love the way that this feels like just a group all on different pages in this dialogue scene. Like, it's very laid back, it's very calm, but yeah, they are really sticking with this whole concept of everybody talking on top of each other, but nobody is on the same page. Everybody has a different thing that they're focused on.
Hey, boppers, so the hurricanes let you slide. I meet the fury. They only come out at night.
I absolutely love the Baseball Furies. They are such an iconic gang. And this is one of the other things where, like, even if you've never watched the Warriors, you would recognize the Furies. At least the main one that was on a lot of the advertisement, especially for the video game. Like, you would know the Furies when you see them because they are so crazy and scary looking. Like, they low key resemble like some shit that you would see running around Gotham City. Like, they are so intimidating and creepy, and their concept, their whole theme just makes no goddamn sense. But I love it. And I love the whole altercation with them because it's so tense.
They don't do much talking. Faces painted in a screen.
I love the way she sang that.
And guys, is you they're stalking.
Outnumbered warrior split. Go.
Ooh, I like the way they're adding the energy in this.
Come on.
Okay, I hate to pause the momentum, but I love the way that they are just injecting that energy into it all of a sudden. Like, it's really, really dope, and it's a good way of showing that they're getting chased now and they're running for their lives, basically, because this gang is like just full of psychopaths. Let me run that back a little bit.
Come on. Let's go. They keep running. Come on.
Good. Let's fight. Cause I'm sick of being wimps.
I'm sick.
Okay, I like the way that they use that as just like a setup track for the actual brawl, because the brawl was so, it wasn't the craziest or the most violent thing, you know, because of the limitations at the time recording or filming it. I know in the book it definitely gets a lot crazier, but the thing that I liked is there was such a juxtaposition between like the actual fight scene and what they were able to show that made it feel very camp while still keeping the tension. And I don't know if they're going to be able to thread that needle here, or if they're just gonna keep it very tense. So I'm interested to see how that works out. I do say that there was one very iconic line during the fight with the baseball Furies, and I'm really hoping that they kept it. They've been really good with keeping a lot of the more notable or memorable dialogue, so I have faith that they're going to keep it. It's such a stupid line, though, that really leans into the camp aspect that I was talking about, which is why I'm hoping that they kept at least some of that. But yeah, I'm hoping I hear this one specific line because it's so stupid.
Sick of running, feel like I'm breaking down. I'm sick
I like this kind of slower vibe.
down. The beat keeps drumming, and they just keep on coming.
I was expecting it to be a little more hype, but it got mellow.
When I take this back, make you a popsicle.
Okay, we got it. That is such a stupid threat, but I love it so much. Which is why I said it just adds so much silliness to it. Where they basically picking up a baseball bat in the middle of the scrap, in the middle of the fight, and in such a like random ass moment of trying to be intimidating, threatened to turn one of the Furies into a popsicle. Basically saying they just gonna shove the bat up his ass, which is such a weird thing to yell out in the middle of a fight, but it is one of the more memorable lines from this fight scene, and it's so stupid and not really a good threat, not very intimidating or scary. But I love the fact that they kept that, and I like this rhythm, this dun 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 da 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 da. Like, that whole rhythm is so catchy. I was expecting it to be a lot more aggressive sounding with the way the buildup was, but I'm digging this approach that they took, and it does feel like they threaded that needle.
Taking this whole night back. Think they're tougher. Let's make them suffer, motherfucker.
I like that. And of course, we're doing what Lin seems to have mastered, which is the layered vocals, layering different parts on top of each other and making it still sound beautiful instead of muddied. I love when he does it. He does it so well. And this sounds good. Okay, that was just all vibes. I really like that. And you still felt the action, you still felt the movement and the intensity of it. But it was very, very chill, a lot more chill than I was expecting it to be. A lot more bouncy than I was expecting it to be, but I really, really like that joint. Oh yeah, they keep saying people disappear in the park at night. I like this intro to it.
Ladies, you look lost and exhausted.
Of course, the creepy cat caller dude. I like this because, again, like I keep mentioning, they are really utilizing the gender swap of the characters a lot, because now you have that danger of people are being essentially like snatched up. They're disappearing in the park at night if they're out there by themselves. And then you have this creepy dude cat calling essentially in this very dangerous situation. So for a group of teenage girls, like, yeah, that threat level is even higher. So I love the way that they're utilizing the gender swap on here. It's brilliantly done.
Here, let me show you something.
From him, some playground perv. We gotta move, or else we're done.
Let's get back home.
Back to Coney.
What's left to prove? Go ahead. I'll catch up if I can. I'ma talk to this man.
Look prettier if you smile.
Okay, yeah, they're really playing it up. Calling him a playground perv, that you look prettier if you smile. Yeah, they are not shying away from the fact that this is a creepy old dude who could be responsible for some of the BS that's going on out here in the park at night. You hear the repetition in the background of folks go missing in the park at night, which is such a good touch, having that become a part of the instrumental essentially. So you're constantly hearing the warning in the back of your head. I really like this touch. And if this is what I remember from the movie, this is a really dope flip on it. And I'm kind of excited for this because this is a really smart way of doing it.
Go ahead, I'ma be alright.
Survive the night.
No, see, I'm a problem child. Hyperactive, always running wild. Play too rough sometimes.
Okay, first off, I fucking love her voice. It sounds so beautiful right here. And again, I stay repeating it, but she says it herself, I'm a problem child. They are very young.
You want to show me how you play?
And here he is being a creep. There's the playground perv.
Let go of me.
But you wanted to play right? Old ass predator looking for prey, right?
Oh yeah, the way they flip this is so brilliant. I love it. I love the direction that they took this in. This is such a good way to work with it, man.
Stay right there, slime motherfucker. You don't got culture like time, motherfucker. Take a bite, mother. Fuck.
You're under arrest.
You're a cop.
Your nights in the park are over.
Hey, get these off
Your
me.
little friends too.
Warriors, run!
Everyone go ahead. Baby boots in Union Square.
And then they're stacking the vocals again, man, layering them up.
Like southbound platforms will be.
Okay, so I didn't want to spoil it, but yes, I love the way that they switched that and used the environment and the dangers that would already be there for young girls out in the park at night in a dangerous area, and they were able to flip that for him to be an undercover officer. I like the way that this was essentially the police baiting any of these gang members to start a fight. And the way he baited them was by being a perv and being a creepy park pervert. You know what I'm saying? But I like the way that they did it. And they are really, really, and I keep saying this, but they are using this gender swap to the fullest possible potential. And I love that. Like, they are really making it work for them.
Come on. I'm sick of singing the same old fucking song.
Yeah, they are at a breaking point at this point.
Keep on swinging.
And he's still calling them in the background. That's creepy.
Exciting. I'm a warrior.
Okay, I love that. That was so dope, and the way that they pulled that off was really, really good. I love the way that they were able to show that action of who is that? I want to say Ajax, just swinging on the cop, attacking the cop, and that aggression coming out because they just made it out of being attacked by the Furies, got into a big brawl, made it out alive, and just, you know, she needed to blow off that steam, and she sees this creepy pervert hitting on them, so she sees that opportunity of like, let me get all this aggression out, starts beating on him, and you can hear it in her voice when she's saying, oh, you wanted to play, right? Like, she is just fed up at her breaking point, and unfortunately, you know, this is the point where everything tips over.
Holy shit! Warrior down! Strike a match, watch the world burn!
I love his voice, man.
What cause pain? Life is pain! Life is pain, now it's yours!
Yeah, see, this is what I love about him, because he is just a straight up villain just for the love of the game. He is a crazy, unhinged motherfucker, and he just wants to watch the world burn. And I love the way that this actor is playing him, because you hear how unhinged he is just in his voice and his delivery of the lines. He's killing it. And I love the heavier instrumentation behind him for all of his songs, like that metal inspired music behind him. Like, it works so well for him and makes him feel more chaotic.
Chaos comes in and rules us. Fucking put on the gas until we're there.
Yeah, that was just dope.
Ajax, she kept our butts from going to the clink.
She got the fight she was itching for.
Yeah, she needed to prove herself.
And Swan's all canoodling with Mercy.
Slid off and left us.
Nah, I know Swan. It's all tactical.
14th Street.
Union Square!
Oh, finally!
We just wait till the others get here. No way. Check out this sweater club.
Matching cardigans? That's cute. You don't wear something like that unless you really care.
About looking a fool.
We ain't fools. We're the busies. Where you head?
Not the busies. Oh shit, that's good. Oh man. All right, I know exactly where we're at now. That is hilarious. So they gender swapped this group too, because there was one gang that was all women in the original movie, which was the Lizzies, and they had their whole situation that we're about to get into. The fact that they got them as a damn like boy band looking group and matching cardigans. They're called the Busies instead of the Lizzies. That's funny as hell.
It look like you've been on the run.
What you know about that?
They said you all killed Cyrus, but we know you didn't. Now that we see you, not y'all.
I love how I love the harp. The harp killed me, man. I love how soft their voices are. Like, they are really on some R&B type shit. I think we got an animatic for this one.
You sing?
I love that they got him looking like a boy band too.
I like them. Can I have one as a snack?
Okay, first off, they're singing their asses off. They are absolutely killing this. I love that we're just going straight boy band with them. Like, they are really on their like 98 degrees type shit right now, and that is so perfect.
Now we got a place next door. Oh, baby, baby. It might be what you're looking for. Put your trust in the guys next door. Oh, baby, baby. To feed and keep you safe. Who hurt you?
Ooh, okay.
It's easy to be hurt in my arms.
Okay, they are killing it with the vocals. Like, they did not even need to go this hard with it.
Beautiful tonight. Get close, girl. Place to hide. And me French toast, girl.
Okay, this is the most boy band ass line I've heard. That we can get close, girl, and make French toast, girl. That is such a cheesy, like, late 90s, early 2000s boy band line. And it works so perfectly in this song. I love the way that they're doing this as opposed to, you know, the Lizzies in the movie, which was basically just, you got a bunch of teenage boys, here's a bunch of attractive girls, they're gonna follow them no matter what. I like that these dudes are actually putting in a little bit of work to convince them that they're safe. And, you know, still using that seductive charm and all of that, but it's not just follow because they're hot.
We can see you tough girls, but everybody needs a soft place.
And of course, every boy band needs that one section of the song where he's just speaking very softly to you.
Only
if you want to.
Girl, you know I got you. Chicken charge you get.
Okay, we going straight K-pop. I fuck with it. You know what? Hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta switch to the other one, but I had no idea what he's saying. And I'm curious if they had a translation in the lyric video. They do. Alright. Sorry, Animatic. He was killing it, but I need to know what he's saying. There it is. There it is right there. I like it, but I knew there had to be something hidden in it, hidden in the other language, just like with the first joint with the Hector Lavoe ass dudes. See? Right there. He just slipped it in. Let me hold you in my arms. You're the one who killed our hope. Come into our house and never let him run away. Yes, you can't trust him. He killed that verse though, man. I love that cowgirl keeps calling him a snack though.
Hey, the cops are gone. You got a light or something? No. Why you being so quiet in the subway tunnel? What do you think, I bite or something? Can you make me a warrior? I don't think you like initiation. Initiate me, I'm a fucking warrior. Gotta get to Union Square before the cops reach the station. What you wanna do? Jump me into the crew. Well, you split from the orphans. Are you loyal? I'm loyal to you.
See, this is the part that always gives me pause with Mercy, because like it happens so quickly, and I get it, they're young or whatever. But like Swan brought up a good point. Like you literally just left the orphans right now, and now you're already asking to become a warrior. Like that's
What's wrong?
a little wild.
You know, from the moment we came uptown, everything's gone wrong. Let's just keep walking. If I'm everything wrong, why'd you keep me along?
That's not what she said.
Tell me. Why stick up for a stranger in spite of the danger? Tell me. I'd fight by your side. I would stay in your corner. And you know it. Look at me. What in the hell are
That was so pretty.
you looking for?
See, I want to love this because it's so beautiful. But like y'all met tonight. Like I wish they had changed that little bit of an aspect of Mercy's character to have given Swan and Mercy at least somewhat of a past. Like they seen each other at, you know, a place a few days before, like any kind of connection to where this song would make sense, where like you're playing on the emotions and you're playing on this romantic tension, but there isn't really romantic tension because y'all have known each other for like an hour. You know, like it's so beautiful and it's written really well, but there wasn't enough buildup in the relationship for this to make any kind of sense.
Just to be in your corner. So where we going? I would stay in your corner, and you know it. Look at me.
See, cause like I would be in your corner and you know it, but like how? How does Swan know that you would be in her corner? She don't even know your last name. You don't even know her real name. Like y'all don't know each other. You just met. I'm gonna stop being so critical of it though. I need to just enjoy this because it's not gonna start making sense.
Your side, what you looking for? We got life, just this one life, and I wanna live, not just live to survive. Look at me.
That's a bar.
God, let me know what you're looking for. Don't know what you want from me. Don't know what you think you're saying to me. Don't tell me you believe in me. You don't even know
Thank
me.
you.
Lonely, be just as lonely and coney.
All facts.
I've been in and out of juvie, living in a kind of horror movie. She gets killed if she sits still, but her sixth skill keeps moving. Gotta keep moving. I was sleeping under the boardwalk when the warriors came and claimed me. Cleon took me in and named me Swan.
Okay, I love the Swan backstory we're getting. I was not expecting to delve deeper into Swan's character like that. I really, really like that. And again, this song is so damn beautiful.
Now Cleon's gone, and tonight can't be undone. Look at careful, me. I'm broken, so don't put your hope in me. What are you looking for? Look at me. I'm beat up, I'm busted. Do not put your trust in me. Look at me. Mercy, what do you want me to say that you're beautiful? Cause I think we both know that you're beautiful. You're more than beautiful. You're more than your body. You're more than these lips or this face. And if we ever somehow get out of this place, then you'll go. We'll find something new. See the light at the end of this tunnel's got nothing on you. Keep walking. I think I see a light or something.
Okay, that was such a gorgeous song. I really, really loved it. As much as I was harping on the relationship aspect not making sense, I absolutely love this song, and I'm definitely running this song back a few times. It is so well written, and the back and forth with Mercy doing the look at me's while Swan is, you know, low-key kind of laying into her. You know, she's calling her on her shit saying, you know, you're just lonely. You'll be just as lonely over in Coney Island. Like, you're going to be in the same position that you were in before an hour ago when you were with the orphans. Now, all of a sudden, you're trying to be a warrior. And, you know, Swan is kind of seeing it for what it is, which is, you know, Mercy is kind of an impulsive person who's just going for whatever the next bright light in her life might be. And right now it looks like it's Swan and the Warriors, but you never know what's going to come next. And I love that Swan is aware of that fact, but she's still also kind of feeling Mercy. And I like the way that they're going in and out of that, because it's showing that, you know, that conflict inside of Swan's head where it's like, well, I am kind of feeling her a little bit. She's extremely beautiful and I'm kind of vibing with her and all of that. But at the same time, logically, I know like this probably ain't going to work out in the long run. I love the way that it's showing that kind of back and forth within Swan's mind. Like, it's written really, really well. I like this a lot.
Welcome to a getaway. Tasteful graffiti on the wall, 3 locks on the doors. Never see the home is yours. Mi casa, su casa, que pasa?
Okay, I love the picture that they're painting with this. You've got tasteful graffiti on the walls. It's a nice loft. They got some money. I love the fact that the graffiti is tasteful. They're showing, you know, they're a little bit upscale, but at the same time, it's still a little bit ominous because, you know, why are you mentioning that there's 3 locks on the door?
We've got some food on the way. Stay.
I smell good cooking and I haven't had a bite all night. They're so good looking that I don't know who to decide I like.
They call me cowgirl cause I like to ride.
And that line coming back into play with Cowgirl, man.
Step back, see the whole piece. Step back, see you catch the light. Slow down, see the details. Slow down, you've been running all night. Never rain quarters this tight. After sprinting from fist fight to fist fight now.
See the picture that they're painting with this. Oh my God. Like the writing is exquisite right now because they are really just breadcrumbing you with the details. But they're doing it in a way that, like, if you're not really locked into what they're saying, you could miss a lot of these details. The fact that they are so close quarters with these dudes, the fact that, you know, they're pointing out like this is kind of a crazy situation. We've been running for our lives, and all of a sudden, you know, these dudes came swooping in with some clean sheets and, you know, some little seductive singing and dancing with them. Like, he's looking a little dicey still.
See him try to satisfy our hunger, our lust, our nerves, our fear. Step back, see the whole scene.
We got you with your back to the wall. So you're the warrior.
The doors are locked and the exit's blocked.
The famous warrior.
Cowgirls getting busy in the corner.
So you shot sirens.
Knives are out as the night goes south, but it's time to shout warrior.
We got you.
I love the way it's sped up. And listen to their voices. Like, even though they're still real smooth and buttery, you can hear the aggression in their voices now. And this is another thing where the gender swap makes things so much scarier, because now you're in this you're in this big loft apartment with the doors locked, and all of a sudden this group of men all pull out knives to attack you. Like, that's making it so much more threatening. But listen to their voices, because it don't even sound like the same dudes. Like, obviously it's the same people, but the entire presence in their voice is totally different. I love this.
Run for your life. Come for the window, it's gotta be over a fire escape.
I love that the Korean dude is still speaking Korean. He's still talking shit in Korean. Yeah, this is such a great way of showing the chaos in this scene too. Like, they are really, really killing it with these like mass group scenes.
Location.
I love that Cowgirl was really just upset at the fact that this dude bit her. like they were over there getting down in a corner, and her whole focus is the fact that he bit her. Like, everybody else is tripping and talking about how crazy it is, and she just keeps repeating that she got bit. Yeah, I really like the way that this played out, and it was really interesting, because I know in the movie with the Lizzies, they just, you know, they pulled the blicky out, they pulled the gun out and shot at them. I like the way that in this rendition of it, they all just pulled out knives and made it a lot more personal of an attack, but also made more sense than being able to get away than, you know, running away from a bullet. So they made the attack make more sense, but also it's so much more terrifying when you're in a locked room and they have knives and they are trying to, you know, swipe at you and stab at you. Like, yeah, they did a great job on this. And they really made the Busies very, very scary because like they're a very realistic kind of scary.
So if you can ID him, then take me to see him. Let's go.
The murderer who tries to kill a dream is closer than you think. He wants to see our faces. The damage is his kink. He doesn't feel a thing unless he's watching something drown. But you can't kill
That's a line, man.
who's all on turf. Every side of the city, let's ride through the city. And somewhere in the city, my crew's in a fight. They're trying to get home and survive in the night. And someday in the city, we won't have to run. Each time somebody broken gets a hold of a gun.
Okay, I love the hope in this song because we're starting off with Cleon just kind of lamenting over the fact that this crazy ass dude who set everything up is still after the Warriors and pointing out like he's not just going to let it go. He's going to keep coming after us because he wants to see the aftermath of what he did. So Cleon's telling him like, you know, the Rifts and all of us, we should go to Coney because that's where this dude is going to be. And then dude from the Rifts he just cuts her off. He's like, you know, dead that shit. I don't need to hear all of the emotions of the fact. Just tell me where to go. Like, we're just trying to end this. But it turns into such a hopeful song where they're talking about the dream that was just shattered earlier this night that set everything into motion, where everybody was uniting and it would have made the city so much safer because you wouldn't have every block or every area battling each other. They would all be unified, so there would be less violence, and they're just kind of speaking on the hope for that unity to still be a thing and to still be able to be achieved.
Someday in the city, our music will play. We'll wander through the city as light as the day.
Survive tonight.
Yeah, there's so much hope in this song. This is really, really pretty.
This is 14th Street, Union Square.
You beat the odds and made it to Union Square, warriors. And you slipped the nose when those cute boy Busies didn't want to get any blood on their cardigans. But will you make it through the maze of Union Square?
I love that she's throwing shade at the Busies like that. Them little cute boys, they don't want to get their cardigans dirty, man.
So many levels and angles, trains, colors, letters and numbers, platforms moving in and out like lost robots.
Coaches, cowgirl,
Fox, Rembrandt.
Yeah, they're so...
Coaches, not now, girl.
Yeah, they're so defeated. They are so demoralized and just disillusioned with this whole thing. And it's understandable because they've lost so many people, you know, as far as they're aware of. They think Cleon died at the beginning. Ajax got herself locked up. And then Swan disappeared with Mercy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Fox. Hey, Mercy, Rembrandt, Swan.
I love that it picked everybody's mood up.
That's nice.
Only one more train to Coney.
Hey, yo, this hot dude bit me. Union Square. We just escaped this vampire's lair.
I smashed that bad guy with his own chair.
We were not prepared.
We were fucking scared.
I love this. That's exactly what they needed. Just seeing that Swan is still alive and even Mercy being there, like they needed a win. They desperately needed a win. And I love the way you could hear it in their voices immediately when they saw them.
Turnstile, here's the token for one last ride. They call me cowgirl, but yo, we almost died.
Yo, it's nice to meet you. My name is Mercy. I'm a walking, talking, fire, breathing controversy. Let's turn it up.
You gotta turn it down.
What now?
It's the cops.
What? Turn around.
Yo, lady.
And that same dude, man. Ooh. Fuck yes. I love that they brought that Nas line back in at this moment. You meet the wrong cop at night and it's on sight. Oh shit, that was a brilliant choice.
Yo, ladies.
And he's taunting so much.
See 'em if you please.
And I don't know if this is intentional or not, that he sounds a little bit similar to the main villain dude. Like, he sounds very similar to, I think dude's name was Luther. He sounds so similar to him. I don't know if that's intentional in his delivery or if it's just kind of coincidence, but I love that little fact that he sounds like him.
Fox, you're the baddest gang in the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Facts.
And your color's fucking powder blue. Quiet girls don't make it home. Why can't we just go back home? Why we always on the run from you?
Oh, you wanna rumble? No problem.
Officers are on the scene. On the scene. On the scene.
Ooh, okay.
Officers are on the scene.
That's very interesting that they brought back that drum pattern from Quiet Girls, which, you know, Fox is saying, like, of course, you know, they said quiet girls don't make it home. She's done being the quiet girl and she's ready to just stand up for herself. But at the same time, she's so defeated that she's just like, fuck it. Like, what am I even fighting for to get back home? It's not going to stop. But I love the choice to add in that drum pattern from Quiet Girls in here, and then doing the repetition of the police, the police walkie-talkies on there, the police speakers on there is such a good choice. Okay. I'm running this back because that was so fucking hard. I need the full build up on it. That was really dope. I like that a lot. I really dig the way that they're bringing in these past lyrics to really build the energy of this situation.
Oh, you wanna rumble?
Okay, before we even get any further on this, I didn't have a place to stop because it was all going so fast. I love this, especially because it feels like everything that is going through Fox's head right now while everything is going on, because it is just almost like your life flashing before your eyes. Like, she's seeing everything that they went through tonight, all of the craziness, all of the bullshit, all of the people that they've escaped and narrowly got away from. I love the way that it's showing this, all of the trauma that's really just been built up throughout this one night. It's such a smart choice, and sonically it just sounds amazing. But I just think it's such a smart choice to have all of these past little bits and fragments from the entire night basically just running through Fox's head now when she's at her breaking point, like when she just cannot handle it anymore.
Stop the subway line unless somebody stays behind to keep them occupied. And suddenly I know what I have to do. Get them home alive, Fox. Though I make for the captain, if I can just grab him and make something happen, they'll be too distracted to check for the train. He's trying to keep his hands from his waist so I don't get a taste of his nightstick. Bid to survive, keep me alive. When you woke up today, you didn't think you could die, neither did I. Now every move that I make is a bid to survive. I'm doing my best just to make it till dawn. And his foot's in my chest and he launches me over the edge and I'm...
Yeah, this has always been just the heaviest part of the movie. Yeah, they did that whole fight sequence so well. I love that it was just it felt like Fox was running out of breath the way that she was describing everything, because it was so rapid, everything just happening all at once. And then when the cop throws her over the edge, you just are left to sit in that silence with the weight of what just happened, which is, you know, the cop murdering Fox. Yeah, that was really well done. That actually had my stomach drop a little bit when it happened.
The ghosts of the city live underground. Everyone you ever lost is still around.
Yo, this is beautiful. Yeah, this is so beautiful in the imagery that they're painting. I love that just opening, saying that the people that we lost are not entirely gone. They're still here within the city, like in the flickers of the fluorescent lights and everything. Like that's such a beautiful sentiment, you know, and especially like for me as somebody who has lost so many people throughout my life just because of how I grew up and you know, the lifestyle that I live for a portion of my life, you know, like it's so beautiful. And it's something that I feel like a lot of people feel the need to cling to, you know, just for their own sanity. And in this situation where they watched their friend get killed by a cop right in front of their eyes, and they were on the train, the doors were closed, the train was starting to pull off, there's nothing they could do about it. So they just have to sit there and hold that with them. And it's just such a beautiful song, man.
Same train. We're all on the same train home. They're looking at the warriors. They don't know what to say. Mercy feels them staring at the dirt caked in her skin. They're thinking, my God, where has she been? The lady sing.
That is such a beautiful fucking metaphor, and it works so well here. Like, they're going to the same place. They're in completely different worlds, living totally different lives. But at the end of the day, they're going the same place. They're all in this whole thing. They're in it together. They're in the city together. They are essentially neighbors in the grand scheme of things, you know, but their experiences are so vastly different that it's impossible to even grasp what the other person's life is even like.
Feels their judgment. Mercy feels their fear. Mercy makes herself smaller, tucks her hair behind her ear. Swan leans over, takes her hand and looks her in the eye. Hold your head high. Swan leans into Mercy, pulls her deep into a kiss. As the train emerges over ground and over dry, they are alive. We're all on the same train home. Make space for us.
Okay, I love the way that it brightened up. Like, it started off so somber. It started off so melancholy, but that hope is starting to build. And I love the way that it was Mercy who felt the judgment and made herself small, because all of this, like, it feeds into a lot of, you know, my gripe with her character, which was, you know, she's instigating, she's starting shit, she's causing problems. And here it's showing that a lot of that deep-seated insecurity within her is still there, and that is a big issue with her. Like, she felt these people that she viewed as being above her, judging her because she is, you know, been fighting all night. She's got dirt all over herself, you know, been through hell, looking crazy. And then Swan really, like, showing that connection that they had, helping her and letting her know, like, nah, like, don't get down on yourself just because you feel like they're judging you. Like, you are who you are. Like, there is nothing to be embarrassed or ashamed of just because you're not in their position or you feel like they're above you. Like, nah, miss me with all of that shit. Like, hold your head high in this situation. And that's such a beautiful sentiment. And I love that it just got more hopeful from that point forward.
As the night gives way to the day, nothing's coming to save us. Be brave for us.
Yeah, this is so beautiful. This is actually getting me a little emotional, man. Like, I mean, especially coming off of Fox dying and going straight into something so just powerful. Yeah, this one definitely got to me a little bit. Like, it started off so heavy and just seamlessly transitioned into having so much hope for the future. And just that message of us all being on the same train home, we're all in the same place. Yeah, this is amazing, man. This was a really, really good song. And I think we are at we're at the end now. We're at the last song coming up.
There it is, the top of the wonder wheel. The warriors are here.
I love the way they brought that back.
Mercy, you're a warrior now.
She is?
She is. I am. You're in our corner.
She is.
But I want more than the corner. Come on, come on.
There's a hearse coming up the avenue.
Come out to play.
Yo, I love it. I love the fact, like, we're finally at that scene, which is a scene that has completely eclipsed everything and become like its own thing. I love that. I'm already really excited about that, but I didn't want to get too far on. I love that we're getting a moment, like they're finally home. They're getting a moment to actually breathe and just reflect on everything that went on. Because as far as they know, yeah, they lost 3 people because they believe Cleon died at the beginning. They just watched Fox die, and then Ajax got herself locked up because she attacked that dude who was, you know, an undercover cop, who's the one who ended up killing Fox. Yeah, they've been through it and they're just reflecting on it. I love the fact that this dude is here now and we get to see his full-on rendition of this scene. I'm really excited about that.
Come out to play. Warriors, come out to play. Warriors, come out to play.
Oh, he's killing it.
Warriors, come out to play.
He absolutely bodied that. Like, that is everything that I wanted in that scene. He absolutely sold it with his voice. He is killing it in this role. But that was it. That was the scene. I like that so much. And the thing that just like blows my mind about that scene in the movie, which is one of my favorite little bits of, like, I don't even know what to say, is like one of my favorite little fun facts about this, like, this scene, is the bottles clanking and him like just psychotically saying warriors come out to play over and over and over and getting crazier with every delivery. Is that it was completely improvised by the actor when they were filming. Like, they wanted him to do something intimidating and he came up with the clanking the bottles on his fingers and shouting warriors come out to play, which again, it's just become such an iconic thing that's been repeated so many times over the years that it's completely overshadowed the Warriors itself and has been done by so many different people that a lot of people don't even know it comes from the Warriors. And I love the idea that this was just an in the moment, like, improvised thing that the actor did. Like, it was just a weird thing he did for the camera and became so iconic. But yeah, this dude killed it, man. He definitely bodied that role.
Beyond the boardwalk.
I like that they're mixing the instrumentation now. Like they have the guitar doing the Survive the Night for the Warriors. That's really dope the way they're blending it. Ooh. Did it, bro.
Pow! All out of quarters, no more extra lives. I am the ghost and I've hunted you.
Stop. Who the fuck are you and why are you here?
Yeah, that's true. They have never seen this dude. They don't know he's the one pulling the strings. I love that they pointed out. They're like, you're doing this whole villain monologue. Who the fuck are you?
We're the warriors. Mess around a county, you might disappear.
Don't you know I kill Cyrus?
Why?
No reason. I like doing stuff like that. Shoot the queen, blame the girls, ride around, watch the world burn.
Octagon, chicken.
You're crazy. You're dead.
Say your eye. Punching your gut. You miss me, and what? Your crew is scared of you, see how it scatters. My crew would die for me, loyalty matters. We're the warriors, and the story is, and the loyalty, that's where the glory is. You're going down.
Okay. I love the way the fight scene was done in this one. That was really, really dope, the way they were calling it out. I like his little screams in the background showing like he kind of a little bit pussy when it comes to fighting fighting hand to hand when he don't got the gun in his hand. He was acting a little bit like a bitch there. I love that they are repurposing his screams, that whole "you're going down" thing, and they're singing it so beautifully. I love that they're flipping it on him.
Beautiful and black against the white sand and sky. It's with Gramercy riff standing by.
High, it's Messiah, gets this white sand and sky. The right hand of Cyrus, till right when she died. Oh, Luther, scoop him up, you guys.
It was the warriors.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't us, it was them. It wasn't us, it was them.
Yeah, right.
You warriors are good, real good.
The best. Cleon. Our warriors are here. Where's Fox?
The cops.
And Ajax?
The cops.
Damn. And you?
Call me Mercy. She's a warrior.
Done. I don't know why I'm still alive and some of us gone. I don't think I'm special. Cyrus was special. How does she live on? I know when I am with you. The trouble in the world's a little easier to face. It's the sound of something being born.
Fuck yeah.
We're dancing on the corners, people battling for freedom. Come home alive.
This is the sound of something
Something
being
in the city, more after us.
I like ending it on that. That's dope.
This is the sound of something being born.
That's a hell of a way to end it right there. Okay, that was The Warriors by Lin-Manuel Miranda and Issa Davis. That was so much fun. That was really, really dope. Even better than I expected. Like, I feel like I was able to enjoy it even more because of how big of a fan I am of the original movie and the book that it was based on. You know what I'm saying? Because I have such a sentimental connection, it just elevated this project. But I can honestly say there was not a bad song in this entire project. It was really, really well done. The lyrics were fantastic. The production was next level. I love the cameo features that they had in here. They had an excellent voice cast. But on top of everything, I mean, just the way that they were able to get through such a dense story so easily was really, really impressive. I do feel like they could have still expanded on a couple of things. like there's definitely room to expand. I mean, if you are turning it into a musical, you have the ability to stretch longer than, you know, the film or you know, to do more than the book did in expanding some of the characters. And I feel like that could have been done a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not mad at it. Like, this was really, really dope. I know I was bitching about Mercy, but I do that with the movie too. I've always bitched about Mercy and that whole plot line. But yeah, this was really, really good. And even with me complaining about Mercy just being kind of forced into the story, like she was in the movie and book as well, like I really, really enjoyed the way that they wrote her character. Her songs were fantastic. They really did a good job on it. I enjoyed this so much, and I feel like this has gotten me out of my little bit of a funk and got me wanting to, you know, get back into my musical theater bag. So hopefully I'll be back on it with things that people actually ask for. But I really hope that y'all enjoyed this, because I had a lot of fun. I really needed this. I genuinely enjoyed myself a lot. This might have been the most fun I've had recording, even with how scuffed the first day's recording was and how abruptly it had to end. Like, this is probably the most fun I've had just recording the video in a minute. Let me know if y'all enjoyed it. Let me know if y'all have seen the movie or read the book, because they are really, really dope. Let me know if you've seen or read the, you know, Greek story, that the Greek mythology story that it was based on originally. Let me know if there are any other interesting projects like this that I might be sleeping on. Any concept albums, kind of like, you know, The Warriors or like Hades Town, or, you know, any other concept albums that I might be able to check out, just to switch things up and be a little fresher with the content. But yeah, this is a really good project. I cannot recommend it enough. The music was all bangers. It was really, really dope. And I am praying that Atlantic Records ain't copyrighting my shit to hell, so y'all could actually watch the whole thing, but I doubt it. So I'm gonna figure out somewhere to put it just in case. That way y'all can see the whole reaction and not just whatever heavily edited thing I end up being forced to put on in the end. But hopefully I'm able to put out this full reaction. If not, then I'll have whatever information down in the description to watch the full video. But thank y'all so much for sitting here with me. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I do. And I hope y'all have a wonderful evening.
I got 2 platinum players on the wall, got a bag full of scars. I got stabbed in the jaw, but I'm still popping out. I tried to drown in the oil, they tried to force me in jars, but when the light came, they see they birthed a Molotov. The righteous ratchet, the balance of being tipping, actors grabbing on the ratchet, the mask, all they intentions, coming up in trenches, passionate being tempered, so I'm walking past my past and I'm passing my sins thinking.